What's up, guys? Eli here. Eli and Louie. He's next to me, but you can't see him. You know you will, though. Anyways, this is my last video that I'll be shooting at the place that I'm moving out of. But thought I'd do it outdoors. It's a nice fucking day. It's probably gonna be 90 degrees today or so. But anyways, I just have another regular old collection video for you. 10 CDs. I'll probably never break that because I like it. I think 10's perfect. So, anyways, we got kind of a combination of things. We'll start off, obviously, where the last one left off, and that is with the mighty Cannibal Corpse with the Visceration Plague, chapter 2 in the Eric Rutan era, I would call it, of Cannibal Corpse. Hold on. That's better. I need to get a tripod, man. Fucking retarded. But anyway, great album. Very much in the vein of its predecessor, Kill. Shit, this might be even a step up from that. It's hard to say, but I really like it. I really dig it. Priests of Sodom, Scalding Hail, the Visceration Plague title track. It's just a good album, man. Really good, really good. So you got this. This is the original version because I bought it, I think, the day it came out. Bonus DVD that I, once again, I don't think I ever watched. So you got that. It's a nice digipack. It's held the test of time. It hasn't fallen apart or anything like that. Boom, boom, boom. You got it. Good album. I definitely give it probably at least probably an 8 out of 10. I don't say that. I don't rate albums very often, but if I were to, yeah, pretty good stuff. After that, we have the following album. Also a good one. Really dig it. Torture. This is also a digipack, but a cool digipack. If you're going to do a digipack, make it worth it. You got that, and then you slide this out. You get the full art. Vince Locke grossness. I really dig his artwork. I don't know how you couldn't. If you like horror and stuff like that, man. I mean, how can you go wrong? This album is great also. I dig it a lot. Especially, it's got one track on here that really stands out to me. That is Scourge of Iron. Holy shit. What a brutal song. Awesome. I think one of their best songs ever. Time out real quick. I'm going to crack a beer. Because, I mean, Cannibal Corpse and beer, right? It's getting more manly than that. I know, Rolling Rock, shit beer, but it was like $2, so I fucking grabbed it. I am definitely living on a budget right now. Yeah, whatever. Alright, now you have the most recent Cannibal Corpse album from, when did this come out? 2014, wow. I didn't know it had been 3 years already. A Skeletal Domain, also a great album. Very good. Many people say that this is easily one of their best albums in years and years. I'm not sure. I mean, I do like it, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it more than like. I don't know if I like it more than the last 3, but it's definitely on par. It was no disappointment. It was not a step down of any sort. The only thing that I was slightly disappointed with, and this is a mild complaint, the cover art. Man, I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know for sure if it was Vince Locke by looking at it. It just. I don't know, it's definitely not their best cover art. It's all right. I don't know. What do you guys think? For me, it doesn't stand out as much as it probably should. But that's a minor complaint. Like I said, the music contained is really good. It's worth your time. It's worth buying. It's worth listening to. Next, so I'm done with Cannibal Corpse, obviously. Finally, well, not finally, but I like them. This is an album that I bought, I don't know, a couple years back. I'm just going to start off with saying I don't care for it. It's not that it's bad, it's just not my cup of tea whatsoever. That is Capricorns, Ruder Form Survive. Capricorns is a instrumental, doom sludge type band from the UK, England, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know this band definitely has its share of fans, so I'm sure someone will have something to say about that. It's okay. I think the main issue is I don't like. It's not so much that I don't like instrumental music, but I don't really like instrumental heavy metal of sorts. I mean, I can do electronic music. Obviously, I like some of that with no vocals, but I don't know, man. Metal without vocals for me is just it's kind of weird, and it's just me. It's just me, but usually I can't get into it. So anyway, yeah, if any fans of that band or that album in particular, let me know what you think, or maybe why I should give it, a couple more chances, which I probably will eventually. Now we have a band that I guess you could say I was kind of late to the party with. I mean, this is a band that comes, you know, well before my time, but I only really got into maybe within the last 5 years, I think. But I'm a big fan now. That is Captain Beyond. Fuck yeah, man. Captain Beyond are they're a rock band from, shit, are they from England? Pretty sure they're from England because I know they had a singer at one point, or maybe the whole time. I don't know. They had a singer, yeah, anyway, a singer from one of the guys that was in Deep Purple at one point, so I'm pretty sure they're British. I don't know a lot about the band's history, I'll admit that, but the music is great, man. Oh man, it's so good. It's like I said, it's rock from the 70s. I don't like a ton of 70s rock, especially, I mean, you know, not the mainstream radio shit, but I mean, there definitely is fair share of gems. I shouldn't start off with that, but I mean, this album is more progressive. It's not full on, you know, like Emerson, Lake and Palmer type prog, but it's hard rock with a progressive edge, and very good, really good musicians. It's smart stuff, you know. It's not your typical fucking barroom songs about women and cars and shit. I can't get into that fucking shit. But Captain Beyond is amazing. They had 3 albums. That was the first, just self-titled. This is their second album, Sufficiently Breathless. I'm not going to really go into too much detail on the albums because I don't know, man. I mean, I've only really listened to all of them maybe 3 or 4 times, and it's been a while. So I don't have too much individual stuff to say about each album, but really, really fucking good. I'm definitely a fan of progressive, you know, rock and stuff, mostly 70s and 80s, but whatever, and it's good stuff. Really good stuff. All 3 albums, I think, are very much worth your time. I've been told their third album is their weakest. I don't know necessarily if I agree or disagree. I think they're all really good, and this is that album, Dawn Explosion. This was a recent, or somewhat recent re-release, or maybe it's from 2008. I don't know. I thought it was a recent. Yeah, it's from 2008. Fuck, I thought it was more recent than that. But anyway, it's a re-release with bunch of bonus stuff on there. I don't give a fuck for bonus tracks. I feel like if it was something that was good, it would have made the album. I know that's not always true, but I don't care. I don't care for live tracks, bonus track. I don't care for any of that shit. But anyway, if you do, it's got it on there. So, like I said, I like it. Most critics' reviews that I read of that album say it's either they're the worst of the 3 or, you know, slightly disappointing. I didn't really get that from listening. I didn't feel disappointed or let down. I thought it was good. Don't really have anything else to say. It's a good album in my eyes. Next, for the next 3 albums, it's all going to be from the same band. Pause. When I pause and take a drink, you can pause and take one too. Have a drink with me. All right, we have classic debut from Carcass, Reek of Putrefaction. I believe this is the 2nd pressing. Had this forever. I bought this. This is one of the first. There's Louis. This is one of the first death metal albums I ever had, and therefore it's got a big place in my heart. Along with this is back when, you know, people fucking bought music, and not just metalheads, but everyone. You remember that? There was a time even the normies went out and bought music, CDs and tapes, vinyl. But anyways, yeah, this was back when you could buy CDs everywhere. I used to go to pawn shops. I mean, we have a lot of pawn shops where I live. I'm sure everywhere in the U.S. does. But I would go to pawn shops to just scour their. I mean, they used to have, you know, just hundreds of CDs, and it was awesome. That was a big part of my getting into metal. Since I live, you know, kind of a small town. We've never had, you know, a big number of you know, record stores or anything like that. So I'd go to pawn shops and just buy everything up that I could find that was metal. So this is one of my first probably 3 or 4 metal albums I ever bought. But anyways, Reek of Putrefaction, we all know it. Great album. It's one of my favorite Carcass albums. Probably my, I don't know, it's hard to say. I love the early Carcass stuff. Probably 2nd favorite, maybe 3rd, but it's damn good. I don't need to go into it. We all know what it sounds like. We all know what every Carcass album sounds like. And, you know, me rambling about it wouldn't really do any good. Second, we have the somewhat recent re-release of, well, 2008 again, I think. Symphonies of Sickness, their second album. Awesome, awesome. This album is, in my opinion, probably their best. I know everyone's going to have their own opinions on Carcass albums. But anyway, Eric did a pretty good job with the re-releases. Digipack, I know. I don't think I'll ever be a huge fan of Digipacks, but you know, at least they put some cool shit in there. I think it's got, oh fuck yeah, it doesn't come with a booklet at all. I forgot, but it does come with a bonus DVD, and I think I've watched it. Bonus DVD of, fuck, I don't know. I think it's Jeff Walker talking about it. Probably. I'm not sure if I've ever watched it, but anyway, these were decent re-releases. I think they were worth getting. I didn't have this album previously, so yeah. Back in 2008, I picked it up. And next we have another classic, their third album, I think. Man, don't quote me. This might be the original first pressing, or it's first or second pressing. But anyway, Necroticism, Descanting, the Insalubrious. I always have trouble saying that, but I think I got it. Another album I bought years and years ago at a pawn shop. I've loved it ever since. Fucking classic Carcass. I'm a big Carcass fan. Mostly just the first three albums. I can tolerate Heartwork, but it's clearly not my cup of tea. I think it's good for what it is, and I'll throw it on every now and then, but it's not nearly my favorite by any means. I can tolerate, even to a lesser extent, but I can tolerate all their stuff really. What was it, Swan Song? I think it's got a couple good tracks, and then even some decent moments scattered throughout the album. It was clear, it was clear that they were struggling as a band at that time, and if they were going to keep putting out music like that, it's probably for the better that they broke up. I know that album is a shit album in most people's eyes. For me, it probably gets at least a 5. It's not that bad, I don't think. I don't know why I'm talking about albums that I'm not showing. That's kind of retarded. Because I will be showing them in my next video. I have all the Carcass albums. So yeah, I'll just end this and not talk about things that are not relevant to this video. Yeah, I haven't been real, as, what would you call it, as prolific lately with recording videos. Not that anyone really cares, but something to talk about, I guess. I've just been really fucking busy with work, moving. Yeah, I don't know, I've said this before, but it probably is going to happen. My next few videos will probably be done in my car, which will be cool. I'm kind of enjoying recording them in different locations instead of just in a room all the time. Kind of liking the outdoor stuff. But anyways, that's it. Hope everyone's having a good week, good day, good life, whatever the fuck. Thanks for stopping by, and we will talk soon. Louie, come say bye. Come here. Louie says goodbye.